What is up, everyone, and welcome back to more The Evil Within 2. This is my Akumu difficulty video walkthrough where I will be taking no damage and getting no keys. This is chapter 6 entitled On the Hunt. Okay, now in chapter 6 there will be a total of only one key in this chapter, and it'll be once we go through the marrow. What this chapter is basically consisted of is just going through the marrow, backtracking, and heading to Post Plus, which is the different section of Union.
This must be the passage O'Neill was talking about. Lily? Oh, this place is messing with my mind.
Now, before we go through that door with the frequencies, we're gonna go over this way and to the right. There will be a weapon part down here. But if you coming down here normally, like on your first playthrough, you wouldn't even notice it would be here. So what you want to do is look up, and there will be the one and only key for this chapter. Yeah, so if you're going through this on like a normal run, like your first playthrough, you will miss that key completely. I never knew the key was up there. But we're gonna go to the frequency door. Also for this door, there will be an enemy in there and a handgun pouch. If you have enough bottles for distractions or to help you melee the enemy, go in there. But if you don't, like I didn't at this time, don't go in there. Don't waste your time. It's not really worth it. Now, coming through this tunnel, we're going to encounter two losts, but they're very easy to take care of. Here will be a red barrel, and there's a red barrel here for a reason, to help you keep your resources. So play the smart route. Just wait for those guys to get up, and then throw the bottle, and then blow them both up. That way you only use one resource, one ammunition, or one pistol round, and you get whatever they holding. Chapter 6 is very short. It's very straightforward. In chapter 6, you're just getting introduced to another enemy type and another Mobius team member. And the Mobius team member would be Yukiko Huffman. She's the team psychologist.
Whoa. What the hell is this stuff?
This white gooey substance is what the new enemy type produces wherever it goes. And that stuff, the white gooey stuff, can slow you down, as you can see. So if you ever get chased by this thing or are in a fight, which it's very rare because you only fight it twice in the whole game, and you run into one of those puddles, you will slow down and it can kill you. But it is also very easy to get away from.
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death? Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra, you're obsessed. You need rest. Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra, you were right all along. But why am I seeing this now?
And I say you fight this creature, but you really don't fight it. You get like one program fight with it to where you have to shoot it once it grabs you, and if you don't shoot it, obviously you're gonna die. And you're gonna fight it at the end of the game once you fight the final boss, and the final boss just like controls everything. But this enemy is called the Watcher, and this will be our first encounter with it.
God, look at the size of that thing. Maybe I can sneak past it.
Okay, when you encounter the Watcher, it's two approaches you can take. One approach is you can sneak it like I'm going to do on this approach. And the second approach is you can get spotted and you can just run through the section. The Watcher is very easy to counter, but the Watcher throws out extra enemies from the ground, and they will chase you all the way to the door. It's a very good way you can get past it by just sprinting and reaching the door, or you can just do it like this. It's up to you. But each time I look away, just move to the next cover. Sometimes it will bait you by looking the opposite way and then quickly turning back to the way that you are. So you have to be very careful there. It's going to move these boxes for you, so you can move behind those boxes once it turns, and then you can exit the entire area. But you will get your program fight with the Watcher as soon as you reach the door. You can honestly just book it right here. Like, it don't matter if it spots you or not. You can outrun this little mini tar man that it spawns from the ground. But you always want to take precaution.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
And once we get past that part, we're going to come up on our program fight. But this is a cool Easter egg for people who are fans of Fallout, the Fallout video game series. If you get this and come around behind these boxes here, it would be a bobblehead glowing on the ground. And that is a Fallout bobblehead.
Oh, shit! I thought this place was supposed to be fucking stable.
And a couple chapters from now, we're going to be heading back this way through the Marrow to do a certain mission for another team member we're going to find in the later chapters of the game. And once we come back, this whole section is going to be riddled with mass enemies where we encounter the Watcher at. But we're going to run directly past those enemies. Don't even worry about them. We're only going to have to worry about 2 enemies because they are blocking our objective. But we're going to meet the next team member, Huffman.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Turn around. Do it slow.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to use whatever tools I have to survive. Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you. So they're sending independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here, just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe. But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us, he's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the Beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
Okay, the game, make sure you have 2 mirrors just in case you want to upgrade again. But you know the drill, I'm not doing that. So we're going to exit this area, and there will be a residential file I'm going to grab really quickly.
Just need to get into that storage room outside. Damn it. Can't feel my hand. That thing nearly tore my arm off. Never gonna kill it with this pea shooter. Needs something bigger. I just need to get into that storage room outside the safe house. But Stevens has the key. She'll come back with the key and the APC. I just need to stay alive. So tired. Just gonna rest here and wait for Stevens.
All right. The theater. I'm coming for you.
Now guys, this is Post Plus, and what I like to do once we reach Post Plus
So much for
is
stealth.
take out this lost enemy, because they have an axe that we're going to be having to use later on in the game. And also there would be a lament creature, one of those creatures that screams and drains your stamina. We're going to take her out. If you can get, like I said earlier, you can get at least 2 or 3 rifle shots to the head, she dies instantly. But I wasted all my rifle ammo on the enemy. But you know what, it's all good. I'll gather the resources and get more gunpowder later. This is bullshit, but I'm gonna use the ladder strat right there anyway, the ladder iframe. I'm just gonna wait for her to come up here and then I'm gonna take her as stealth. The reason I do this strategy, in the later chapters I don't have to worry about those enemies. I leave the lost enemies here. I just take out the lament creature. Because I let the harbinger take out the lost enemies once we come back to post plus. But in this room here, you're going to need a key for this door. And we're going to grab that key later on in the game. And what's in that room is a new shotgun. To me, my personal opinion, it's not better than the original shotgun that you pick up in the beginning of the game, but it's all on people's preference. But if I was telling you and I was recommending you use a shotgun, use the original one you got. Don't worry about it. We're not going to have to worry about those enemies for the rest of this chapter. We're going to go ahead and finish chapter 6. So, I would like to thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. And man, if you enjoyed chapter 6, which was a fairly short chapter, but if you enjoyed it nonetheless, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. And comment, man, and I'll check you guys out later.
What the hell are these things about? Damn it. Lily's inside there.
You did not appreciate my beautiful Obscurus performance. Perhaps this one is more to your liking. Listen.
No! Somebody help me!
I'm preparing my greatest work yet, but you are not worthy enough to witness it. Not until you learn to respect my art. Listen. Listen to their screams. The echoes of my work.
Respect art, huh? Time to put Hoffman's theory to the test.